Practice, practice, practice. I don't like it. I avoid. But practice likes me. I can't avoid. Thank you. See you in the next video. My dear students. How are you? And today's video is all about your exam fear. I am Hanmant Rai Biradar, your biology mentor. When we say the exam, we'll be like, wow, exam, how it will be, am I well prepared, is my preparation sufficient for this examination, will I be able to solve all the question, will all my answers get out marks, will all of my diagrams get good score, will all papers perform the same in the examination. So we have many questions when it comes to examination. It's just because of the exam fear. But if you think it is not at all so difficult to crack the examination without any fear, the best way to overcome exam fear is to practice. First thing is to practice. When you practice the things very well, then the exam is also like a practice, because you have written the examination papers, the answers many times in the college, many times in the class, many times in the room, many times in the practice examination, the preparatory exams, so and so. So, take any question, practice it as many times as possible. Say a diagram with some labelings. If you practice the diagram very well, then at the 10th time or the 11th time, you will be easily able to draw the diagram. You will be easily able to label the diagram properly without any mistake. Say, if you practice one diagram once, you feel that, yeah, I can draw this at the second time. But after 2 months, 3 months, you will be unable to write that again without recalling, without revising. But if you practice many times, say 10 times, 11 times, it will be set, memorized, recorded in the mind, printed in the mind, so that you can be easily able to write it, able to draw it after many months, many years even. So practice it, practice it, practice it. When it comes to long questions, you just have to see the previous year question papers. Say some 5 to 10 question papers. In that, take a chapter. In the chapter, see this question paper, 1 more questions on this chapter. This question papers, 2 more questions on this chapter, 3 more questions on this chapter, 5 more questions on this chapter. Take next question paper. In that question paper, 1 more question, 2 more question, 3 more question, 5 more question. If you go on segregating the year wise, chapter wise, question wise, say 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark, then you will get a set of questions. In that, many questions will be repeated. Many questions have appeared year after year, because book is the same, chapter is the same. They can't get a new question every year. They have to ask from the same book itself. So it is very easy to see, to check which question may come again. If the question has repeated more than thrice in that 5-6 year question papers, it is most probably you may get that question paper, that question in your examination itself. So first do that work, make the chapter wise list by looking at the year wise questions. First question. Then if you practice those questions, it's almost sure that more than 50 marks will be from that repeated questions, right? And remember, while practicing this 3 mark, 5 mark and 2 mark, your mind is already prepared for writing 1 mark questions on all the chapters. Then, if your mind is ready for all those 2 mark, 3 mark, 5 mark questions, yes, you have prepared for 1 mark questions, definitely you can crack many of those. Then exam will not be a problem. Already you have practiced the diagrams many times, so you can easily draw it. You can practice it 5 mark questions, you can finish them very early. In that, many will come in 3 mark question, you can easily draw. Then there is no worry with 2 or 3. You can almost reach out if you practice these previous year question papers and segregate them according to chapter wise. Chapter 1, chapter 2. So you select the chapters in which many questions have appeared. That's the only key to examination. So students, remember, practice is the only key to get good marks in your examination. Right. Then one more thing, practice. Why is it required to practice? When we say in the examination of a 3 hour, if you are given 4 hour instead of 3 hour, if you are given 4 hour, you can easily solve the paper out. You can solve all the questions because you have got more time to think. Because you once have read the concept, you once have written the answer, you once have read the topic, so you will be able to write if you think twice, thrice. But the good marks are given based on how faster you think, how faster do you recall, how faster do you write. So if you practice it before the exam many times, then your mind is ready for writing that, right? Remember? So practice it, practice it, practice it. Without practice it, you can't do it, you can't do it, you can't do it. Okay? So there is a dialogue, violence, violence, violence. Just like that, I can say practice, practice, practice. I don't like it. I avoid. But practice likes me. I can't avoid. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye bye.